or health, can encourage violence. Let's be more specific this time. Okay, let's be more specific this time. Now, let's talk about agree or disagree. Okay, agree. So basically, we're saying that it's very harmful. And you know what? Now, disagree is actually beneficial for individuals, right? So, now in terms of the agreement, right? Um, Playing electronic games on portable devices. Now, this is pretty big. Okay, it's not just video games. Okay, video games is very generic. We're talking about portable devices, talking about phone. So you play games on your phone. It is like, for example, Free Fire or PUBG Mobile, right? Or what is that? The five League of Legends, for example. Those are games, electronic games. So in the past, we talk about video games on computer, but now we have games everywhere. All the portable devices. Talk about PlayStation 5, talking about Xbox, and also obviously your cell phone. So playing electronic games on portable devices like your cell phone, like cell phones, okay, uh, can have negative impact on health. So now Vietnam, we don't have this yet, but in China, uh, can limit time on video games, right? So okay, this is really crazy, right? Right, really crazy. But then for kids, okay, for kids, they only have 3 hours per week, okay, 3 hours per week to play video games. And all of the companies in China, okay, all of them have to impose the hour limits, right? So they cannot play more than 1 hour on Friday, on Saturday, or on Sunday, and basically also holidays, right? And those are 3 hours. Just think about that for a second, right? Now, all the companies that like very big company like NetEase, right? Tencent, the company that actually owns like League of Legends and all of these other crazy, very popular games. You can only pay for 3 hours per week if you are under 18 for kids, teenagers. This is one of the strictest limits in terms of the number of hours. And basically all of these companies have to comply. If they don't, and if they find violation, then this company is going to be heavily fined. And it's crazy, right? Just think about that for a second. Think about how many hours of games you play. So we don't have this in Vietnam, okay? In China, the government has implemented this, which is wow. Okay, amazing. Okay, first of all, playing electronic games on portable devices. Okay, specifically in Vietnam, the rise of mobile gaming has led to increased screen time among teenagers. Okay, increased screen time to increase among screen time among teenagers, contributing to illnesses like eye strain, poor posture. Okay, just keep playing. Okay. Basically, this is what they call turtleneck. Okay, I always look down because this is my. I'm playing video game. Turtleneck. Okay, eye strain, poor posture, turtleneck. Okay, uh, and sleep disorder. So you can actually name some of the game like Free Fire or League of Legends. Okay, games like Free Fire or League of Legends have become addictive for many teenagers. Right? So should we ban it? Like what the Chinese government had done. And this is basically August 2021. They did this like 4 years ago. Okay? How crazy is that? Right? It's really like, I mean, I don't see that. I don't see this in America or any other country, but in China. So, second of all, obviously, people talk about playing video games. There's a decline in academic performance. And that's the reason why the Chinese government imposed that. So, um, many Vietnamese students spend hours playing games instead of studying, leading to poor academic results. Okay, right? Um, Now, I think I've read a recent research. I don't remember this, but I read this some time ago. Um, uh, I don't know. I don't know if I. Okay. Uh, okay. Nope. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Basically, I remember that I read a research article. I don't know this from which university or is it from the Ministry of Training and Education, talking about that if kids play more than 3 hours per day, not week, per day, that would significantly reduce the academic results. Academic results. Okay, so it's basically your GPA. Right? In poor academic results. Okay. Okay. This trend can have detrimental future impact on Vietnam's workforce, as education is the most important. Is not I can say anymore. Is a key driver. Okay, for economic growth. So if people uh well, teenagers, specifically students, right? But we're talking about students now, right? Now, let's talk about adults. Well, people like Mr. Nam can definitely play video games, and me, for example, I can definitely get addicted to video games. And when I addicted to video games, what do I do? Right? Okay. It's not just about the Free Fire, the League of Legends, Candy Crush. Candy Crush is really, really popular among women, older women, as well as older people. And spending a lot of time playing Candy Crush can still lead to turtleneck. Turtleneck. Okay, you keep looking down at your screen. So, um, many people in urban areas like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City often prefer, okay, often prefer playing games online rather than engaging in face-to-face interactions. And this is something that I notice when I go to coffee places. I see a lot of people stick to their phone. When I just believe that if you want to go to a coffee shop, you want to talk to people. So why like two or four, even a group of 4 or 5 people just go to a coffee shop and then each one of them has a screen and all looking down like this and start playing. And then sometimes they would look up and then talk to each other. So I'm like, you can do that at home. You don't have to go to a coffee shop to do that, you know? Okay. This can lead to feelings of loneliness, okay, and depression among people. Now, I'm not just talking about young people, I'm talking about old people, say, right? Okay, also, many gamers spend significant amount, large amount, large sum of money on in-game purchases, such as skins, weapons, characters, in games like uh, PUBG, Genshin Impact, for example, like some of the game, pretty popular, right? Even Candy Crush, okay, Candy Crush, right? So yeah, it's pretty bad. However, right? You can argue that, well, you know what? When I play video games, I actually improve my skills. Okay, yeah, playing video games, electronic games on any device can help develop problem solving, strategic thinking, and teamwork, right? Especially when you play games like League of Legends, you're gonna have 5 people, right, going on different routes, and then that's why the League of Legends, especially with Faker and all of the team from China and from South Korea, the competition has drawn significant number of people, okay, both offline and online. So yeah, you can say that, well, in teamwork, many young people improve their English skill. I know, okay? It's kind of hard to believe, but yeah, many young people improve their English skill uh, via communications, via online, in-game communication. Okay, improve their English skill by many Vietnamese young players, right? Now, esport in Vietnam is growing. Obviously, we are not at the level like T1, Samsung T1, or some of the Chinese team, Bilibili team. But I get esport is, some people choose to pursue professional uh, career in esport, okay, and game development. Right, so that's good. Right, that's good, I guess. Okay. Uh, what's the name of the team? What's the name of the team? Okay, PUBG Mobile. Okay, right. Esport Vietnam. Let me see the name. I just need to name the name. What the heck? The Crossfire. Okay, there we go. Okay, the Crossfire. Okay, fine. So this is the name. Okay, fine. Right, this is the name of the team. Anyway, beneficial, really good. I can become a professional esport player. I make money. I receive money from endorsement, and I can provide for myself as well as my family. Right. So yeah, you can actually say that. Well, especially during COVID-19, especially during COVID-19, online games provide a platform for many Vietnamese to connect with uh, people. Okay, so games like Among Us or Minecraft have become extremely popular for socializing. Right? Socializing. Oh, wait. Socializing. Okay. Among Us. Oh, yeah. Among Us. Among Us. Okay. Among Us. Right. And I guess, you know, uh, many people in urban area choose to play games to relieve stress after a long day of work. Okay. So, oh, I don't know. Anybody here, just raise it. Anybody know Pokemon Go? Anybody here know Pokemon Go or play Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go? Anybody? Raise your hand if you know Pokemon Go. Okay, you know, great. Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go. Anybody? Just two people. Okay. So basically, Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game. Well, basically, you can actually collect Pokemon, and but these Pokemon are located on Google Maps. So basically, for example, in Ho Chi Minh City, I would go to Tao Dan Park. So many years ago, Pokemon Go was a huge hit, right? People would actually go to park places to collect Pokemon, right? And in a sense, augmented reality. This is not virtual reality. This is augmented AR, augmented reality. Now, it is based on real locations, real life locations, right? So I would go to different parks to collect Pokemons within the city. And is, in a sense, yeah, there's a lot of funny story, but in a sense, you can actually say that this game encourage exercise. In a sense, right? Pokemon Go encourage exercises, right? By that, for example, right here, this is your garden, for example. But if you look through, okay, your phone, you're gonna see your gardens, but then at the same time, there's gonna be the Pokemon appearing on the phone. So that's what they call augmented reality, something that added onto reality. So, so games like Pokemon Go helps people exercise, which is, I guess, in a sense, good. Okay, help people. Okay, games like Pokemon Go have people encourage people to exercise, right? So there's some benefits. So you can choose, okay? You agree, disagree, you choose. There's a lot of example, right, on this. Now let's continue with task two. Sorry, no, sorry, the second one. Huh? What happened? Huh? I want to bold this. Okay, there we go. Now, transportation of products and people are the main source of pollutions. Sure, absolutely. Right. But what else we can do to help with this? I mean, is it like basically government should be in charge of this, trying to reduce transportation of people and goods pollution from transportation of people and goods by encouraging more electronic vehicles, like in the case of VinFast, or encouraging people to, well, this is you need to protect your environment. So instead of driving a Honda, you should purchase a VinFast Evo, something like that. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the electric bike from VinFast. I don't know the name. I don't use them, so sorry, I don't know. Anyway, um, now discuss both views. So you should actually look at both. Government should be in charge of this. Okay, individuals should be in charge. Yeah, governments should be in charge, and individuals should be in charge. So, first of all, I totally agree with this idea that government should be in charge. Government uh, should pay more attention and invest in public transport to encourage people to switch from private vehicles. This switch can help reduce pollution. So in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, specifically last year, we had what? Right? The electric train, right? The electric train. And the government of the cities uh, have they have already announced the plan to expand that network to multiple districts in Ho Chi Minh cities. Okay, so it's pretty ambitious plan by 2050. Okay, really, really ambitious plan. So in Vietnam, last December, in Ho Chi Minh City, last December, okay, the first metro line uh, was open to the public. Okay, I don't know how many people. So okay, I want some recent number on average. Okay, the number I have no idea. I have no idea. So what? Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna get this number. Okay, 2.7 million. Okay. Within 1 month, within 1 month, the metro line and transported 2.7 million people in Ho Chi Minh City, which is a significant number, right? Okay. Government should also um uh sorry, the government should also impose, no, I want to use impose, no, um create, okay, should create new regulations and enforcement of environmental protection. Okay, so just like the decree 168, I think you all remember the decree 168, right? That, well, if you violate the traffic law, it's going to be significant fine, right? And after the implementation of the new decree 168, then, well, the number of traffic accidents decreased significantly. The number of violations also decreased significantly. So I do believe, in my opinion, that we need strict law like that. Okay, yeah, of course, in the beginning, a lot of people complained about the new decree. Oh my God, I just slightly crossed the red light, and then I got a significant fine that would be equivalent to my entire monthly income. But then, because of the significant fine, then people actually behave better. And so, in terms of environmental protection, I do believe that we definitely need strict regulation like Decree 168. Okay? All right. Okay? Nghị định 168. And we need something like this, but for environmental protection. We definitely need something like this. Strict, something like this. Okay? So in Vietnam, okay, after the implementation of Decree 168, the citizens have changed their behaviors as well, behavior on the street, okay? Behavior, no. This is citizens have changed their behaviors to follow the laws much stricter, much more strictly. Therefore, if the government implements strict regulation like that for the environment, people will definitely change their behaviors. So if they find that, for example, and I've seen this many times, okay? A car drives by, somebody inside the car roll down the window and then throw something outside onto the street. Maybe a bottle of water, an empty bottle of water, or something, whatever, right? And I've seen that many times in Ho Chi Minh City. I'm like, oh my God, you have a car. You can keep that trash inside your car and then wait until the car stops. And you can throw that, well, in a suitable place. Why do you roll down the window, throw it outside? It can actually hit somebody. And it's pretty dangerous if the person travels fast. Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? Huh? So I do believe that there should be very strict fines for that kind of activities. Okay, very strict fines for that kind of activities, that kind of behavior, which is, it drives me insane. Like, why would you do something like that? Come on, right? Also, the government can promote the use of electric vehicles by offering tax breaks or subsidies. Okay, so in the case of VinFast, for example, right, electric scooters, cars, and VinFast has been promoted widely in Vietnam, right, as some, as product that can help protect the environment. So this is something that the government can do, right? Okay. Also, governments can design cities to be more pedestrian and cyclist friendly, or having lane for cyclists. Also, clear the pavement, clear the pavement so that pedestrians can walk. Oh my God. Okay, pavement is not a place for scooter parking. It is not. It is not the place for that. Okay. But on many streets, the pavements are very crowded with scooters, motorbikes, right? And pedestrians have no place. And they actually have to walk on the street instead of walking on the pavement, which is pretty dangerous, by the way. Right? Now, cities like Da Nang and Huế, right, have um, have designed more bike lanes, right, for cyclists. Have designed more bike lanes. So Da Nang and Huế, cities for tourists, yeah, very tourism, very for sure. Now, this is individual responsibility. It's not the government's responsibility, it's the individual responsibility. Individuals should be responsible for reducing the pollution from transportation. So, well, I think I just read something on, I think, VN Express, something. Okay. So I don't remember. I read something on VN Express, or is it Tuổi Trẻ this week? Is it Tuổi Trẻ? Tuổi Trẻ, Tuổi Trẻ, Tuổi Trẻ. Oh, there we go. Nice. There you go. Okay. I remember I read this. Okay, just like in this morning, right? So yeah, it's not VN Express. It's actually Tuổi Trẻ. Now, many people are switching to bicycles instead of riding motorbikes. Okay, instead of scooters, right? So I think this is a going trend, especially among young people, as they care more about their health, as they care more about the environment. They actually choose to do this. Okay, instead of, and by the way, is a bike is much cheaper than a motorbike. Cheaper in terms of the cost as well as the maintenance. Right? You don't have to buy gasoline every single 3 or 4 days for your motorbike, right? For your bike. So today, many young people switch to bike bicycle um, instead of scooters. Okay, even for long distance, even for long distances. Okay, right? Even for long distances, so many people can actually bike 5 to 10 kilometers to work or to school. Much healthier. Good for your health, good for the environment, and also save a lot of money. Okay, right? So if more people make eco-friendly choices, overall pollutions levels would decrease. Great. Okay. Also, individuals, what can they do? Um, Individuals can oof, what else? What else? Oh, which can utilize public transportation more instead of individual vehicles. Okay? The expansion of metro line and encourage more people to utilize this mode of transportation, right? So instead of using a motorbike, oh my God, I mean, the metro line is very convenient, very, very convenient. So I definitely should do that, right? Um, Also, um, people can carpool. I don't know if you know about carpool. It's basically, let's a car has 4 seats, right? So maybe 3 or 4 people going to the same office that they have their houses near each other, then they can actually go together. Okay, so they can carpool or use ride. Okay, sharing apps like Grab to reduce the number of vehicles on the road. Okay, so all of these individual change, despite very small, but if you add up like millions of people in Ho Chi Minh City, millions of people in Hanoi and other cities in Vietnam, just each and every one of you can change your behavior. Just think a little bit more about the environment. Then that impact, okay, can add up, can compound, and create significant change for the environment. Definitely. Okay. So I do believe that for this one, okay, discuss both views. For this topic, I do believe that governments need to do their part, but at an individual level, you also need to change your behavior to protect the environment. We need both to do that. Okay. Let me resend the link. Okay. I think some of you joined later, and so let me resend the link to this file. Right. Okay. Next topic. Now, this one is a bit tricky. So I want to spend a little bit more time explaining the topic before starting giving you the ideas. Government funding for university will be provided for best students. Okay, right, provided for best students. So basically, well, it's actually this topic is a bit tricky. Okay, this is a bit tricky because I think all of you probably heard recently that the Vietnam government decided to 2 days ago, right, to waive tuition fee for all students from kindergarten to high school. Okay, to high school, kindergarten to high school, right, and starting in 2025. So basically, starting this year in September, all tuitions waived. Now, university, not yet. University, not yet. So, oh, sorry. Teacher party. Okay. Teacher party. Oh, yeah. Partly. Oh, yeah. Oh. Now, for private school, no. Okay, for private school, but all students starting from September 2025, studying public school from kindergarten to high school, don't have to pay tuition. Now, not applicable for university, obviously. Not applicable for private schools, obviously, right? So let's talk about agree. Agree. And basically, so resources should be for best students. And this is it. Well, no, resources should be equally distributed. Right. So let's focus and let's talk about this. Uh, hmm. So government funding. So in Vietnam, the governments provide several scholarship funding for academic excellent students. So students who win the international Olympiad, okay, thi quốc tế international Olympiad will receive significant amount of money, scholarship, even free tuition to attend public university. So the governments have that. The universities also have that, right? Many students. Many students who win the medals, who win the medals for international Olympiad competition, who won have received significant compensation. Okay, so học sinh giỏi quốc tế được 100 triệu, something like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the university student get the same period normal student because they're in the tier. Yeah, definitely. Okay, totally agree. Totally agree, Tancho. A couple weeks ago, I read something. Okay, học sinh đòi lại quốc tế được tiền bao nhiêu tiền? Yeah, there we go. 55 million, 35, 25 million. Great. Wait, what? 300 million? Really? Wait, what? 300? Wait, 300? Wait. Who received 300? Okay. 300. Oh my God. Oh, this is for Hanoi. Okay. This is for Hanoi. So if a Hanoi student wins an international Olympiad medal, right? Whatever, right? 300 million. That's a significant amount of money. Oh, what happened? Is it louder? Is it louder now, Kwame? Is it better? Sorry. Thank you for your comment. So can you hear me? Okay. So I'm gonna speak louder. I'm gonna speak a bit louder. All right. So now significant compensation. No, rewards up to 300 million Vietnam dong or 10,000 US dollars. The 10,000 is a 12,000 12,000 US dollars. That is significant amount of money. Okay, so these awards motivate students to strive for international academic success. Okay, right? And in turn, Vietnam can develop a highly skilled workforce. So all of these students who won the Olympiad medals, Well, they can become researchers, they can work for companies, and well, they can contribute to the Vietnamese economy, which is great. Right? Also, Vietnam is still a developing country. Therefore, focusing scholarships or resources on the best students can provide the greatest return. So if I give money to all students equally, well, you know what? Many students do not strive, do not work hard, do not study well, and the government will probably waste a lot of money. Okay? So let's focus on the best student, right? Um, okay, producing future leaders, scientists, and innovators. Right? That's what we need for the economy. Right? This is basically maximum impact for government spending, any type of government spending. Right? Now, by providing significant financial assistance, Vietnam can retain their talents. So many students who won the what is that? Road to Olympia, Olympia, right? The Road to Olympia. Many students decide to study abroad in Australia and then resign in Australia. They don't come back to Vietnam, unfortunately. And well, obviously, many people cite the fact that, well, they're going to be able to make more money if they stay in another country. And so by providing more money for these very smart students, we can retain them, we can keep them here. Okay. And they can grow, they can develop, and they can contribute to the local economy, retain the talents, right? For example, many winner of the road to Olympia big competitions chose to study abroad, choose to study and resign abroad. Okay, leading to a brain drain. Right, chảy máu chất xám. Okay, chảy máu chất xám. Right. So great. Right. Also, the scholarships for the best students can include those from underprivileged background, ensuring low-income families have access to higher education. Okay, ensuring students from low-income family. Okay. Now, let's disagree. No. We need to be fair. We need to be fair. Right? We need to ensure access to all. Right? So definitely, I want to talk about this and include this example in the topic today. Right? So, government funding for university. Ensure that all students, no matter their economic background, can receive the same quality, the same level of education. Okay, it's not just about the rich, but then everybody can receive the same. Okay, this can promote social mobility and reduces inequality. So what is social mobility? So basically many family that have kids, well, especially in rural areas and poorer provinces in Vietnam, the kids there can still go to Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, Da Nang, study the top universities here and reside here and create better living standard for their own family. So basically that is social mobility, that by with education, these individuals move up social ladders. Okay, they're moving up the social ladders. Right. Also, Many public universities in Vietnam often lack modern facilities. So many schools are very, very old, okay? Qualified faculty and um, research funding. Therefore, government investment can help provide better infrastructure and equipment for students. Okay, better infrastructure and equipment for students. So students can do the latest research. They can actually develop AI, okay, at the University of Technology or University of Natural Sciences in Vietnam, right? So this strengthens the entire education system, not just a select few students, okay, the top students, right? Um, Many fields, including uh, medicine, environmental science, they don't receive a lot of attention from private companies, right? Private companies want accountants, engineers, environmental scientists, not really. Medicine, well, unless you are VNMAC, for example, then you will provide um, medical education at the university level. But currently in Vietnam, most medical educations, basically courses in medicine, are provided by public institutions. Not a lot of private investment in this area of training doctors. So governments actually have to step in and provide funding for, well, University of Medicine and Pharmacy in Ho Chi Minh City, right? Phạm Ngọc Thạch University, Hanoi, that would be University of Medicine in Hanoi, University of Pharmacy in Hanoi. Government's funding need to focus on those public institutions because they produce the doctors to treat patients in Vietnam. VinMac and Vin universities, yes, they do have training for doctors, but they cannot meet the demand of doctors in Vietnam. The public universities do that. Okay? So some fields, like medicine, do not attract a lot of private funding. Okay? So some fields like medicine do not attract a lot of private funding. Most doctors in Vietnam are trained by public universities like University of Medicine and Pharmacy in Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. Therefore, okay, like university, therefore, governments need to provide these fundings, such fundings, to ensure, okay, long-term development goal. Because, well, our people are getting older. There are more and more older people. Okay, people are coming down with more illnesses, rich world illnesses, including obesities, right, diabetes, and therefore we need more doctors to treat these illnesses. Cancers are on the growth, right, everywhere. All types of cancer are growing, and so we need more doctors. We need better treatments. We need more facility, okay, modern drugs to treat these illnesses, these modern illnesses, right? So yeah, government definitely need to step in, right? So to what extent you agree or disagree, I think you have plenty of ideas here to talk about, right? Now, let's move on to the next one, okay? Modern communication technology. Now, this topic is a bit bigger, as I mentioned, is a bit bigger than the previous topic that we talked about, specifically with social media. This one is much bigger. Modern communication is on Zoom, on Zalo, on messengers, many different forms of modern communications and how these new form of communication affect social relationship negatively, positively. Okay, so agree, negative effect, disagree, not really, some positive effect. Okay, so it's pretty big. It's not just about chatting on Messenger or chatting on other platforms. So I disagree. First of all, let's talk about disagreement. Okay, let's talk about disagreement first. So modern communications technology can enhance social relationship, right? Platforms like Zalo, Facebook, or Zoom. Well, by the way, Skype is dead, okay? Skype is dead. Okay, Skype is dead. So yesterday, Microsoft announced that they will terminate Skype, discontinue Skype. So Skype is literally dead. Yeah. Okay. So I grew up using Skype, talking to people, calling people, and now it's dead. Ah, so sad, man. So sad. Okay. Anyway, so Zalo, Facebook, Zoom kind of killed Skype. Allow people to stay in touch with distance, family, and friends, especially during COVID-19. These tools help maintain connections. Okay? Okay, COVID-19, I want to clean this up. Distant family, okay, and friends. Yeah. Second of all, social media and online communities have enabled many Vietnamese to connect with others with the same interests. So I'm talking about League of Legends. Wait, what? Yes, League of Legends. I'm talking about TikTok live stream, right? So if you're a fan of Độ Mixi, right? You love watching the game that he plays, right? Then, okay, there's a community for that. I love video games and I want to share that interest with other people. So in a sense, joining in a fan group of, I don't know, people watching Độ Mixi, I can make new friends, people who are interested in the same game I play. So it's not just about Facebook group or yoga group on Facebook or people doing certain things on Facebook. I don't care, whatever. It's also about TikTok. It's also about YouTube, right? So these online communities, okay, they can actually talk, communicate, and connect, right? Even gaming platforms like League of Legends or PUBG connect people, okay? Okay, and foster new relationship, right? Uh, Technology like um, Google Meet and Zoom allow family and friends, multiple families member and friends to share photos. No, like Google Drive, okay, Zalo group chat, Google Meet, okay, Zoom allow multiple family and friends to share photos, right? Lock it, okay, yeah, yeah, thank you, Zahan, yes, lock it, lock it. Okay, to share photos, right, videos, and keeping everyone informed about others' life, right? Okay, share photos, videos, keeping everyone informed, which is good, right? Facilitate, right? Um, also, also Google Drive, also um, modern communication technology um, has been used in Vietnam to organize many community events. So I think this morning I read các bạn sẽ dọn rác trên kênh, okay? This morning, no, just this morning. Okay, there we go. Okay, so many teenagers, well, sorry, young adults in Ho Chi Minh City help collect 10 tons of trash. Take a look at this, 10 tons of trash. It's crazy. Okay, no, I don't want to look at Enchanter. 10 tons of crash like this, right? And afterward, da, 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 like this. 10 tons of crash, right? So you need tools like, I don't know, Zoom, whatever, right? Google Meet, okay, group, whatever, to connect people. We need more people like, okay, and groups and charity events, okay, organize many community events, charitable drive, and social campaigns, okay, social campaigns, right? So last year during the Yagi storm, right, many groups started to transport essential goods to the area in the north affected by the Yagi storm. So all of those support. Yeah, you can actually say that, oh, what about Phạm Thoại using a TikTok to raise 16 billion Vietnam dong for that kid? And now, oh my God, people are asking for their money back. Okay, anyway, uh, yeah, that is basically the dark side of technology. So for those who donated money to Phạm Thoại, okay, sorry, you kind of lost your money. There's been so many examples. Thủy Tiên, Hoài Linh, uh, basically many people, public celebrities have ruined their lives by asking for donations from the community, which is basically also the negative effect of modern communication. Well, you can actually include that. So this idea of modern communication has been used to organize many community events, charitable drives, and social campaigns. This can be a good bad thing. This can definitely be a bad thing, and use the example of Phạm Thoại. Oh my God. Now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm saying that just because my Facebook page right now is just swamped with so many articles about that. I didn't know about Phạm Thoại, and now I know for some reason. Negative effect, negative effect. Okay, let's talk about the negative effect. Okay, negative effect. So, yeah, in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, many people spend hours on social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, okay, instead of meeting in person. Even when meeting in places like coffee shop, in public places, many people choose to use their phones instead of initiating conversation. People don't talk. Okay, just use the phone, just stick to the phone. I'm like, wow, wow. It's so sad. You go to coffee shop and you do that. Um, Many people today. Now, not talking about modern communication. I do believe that AI is a form of modern communication. And so yesterday I listened to a podcast, Viên Express podcast, người trẻ tin AI hơn bố mẹ. Okay, so I still remember that. Okay, there we go. So yesterday I listened to this podcast, and okay, so some young people now today consider the AI companion as real. Trust the AI companion, ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, or whatever tools that you use. Trust these tools more than talking to their parents. So in a sense, this is an artificial relationship. This is not a real relationship. This is artificial relationship. You think it knows you. Well, it's actually just analyze the data you provided it with. So modern communication reliance on communications with AI tools like ChatGPT has given some people to develop, to maintain existing relationship with their parents, friends, or even colleagues. Okay. Um, I listened to the podcast yesterday, and with some people who basically went to the office and refused to talk to colleagues and just spend a lot of time chatting on ChatGPT and trust the ChatGPT more, okay, and focus more on that relationship. Before they go to sleep, they would chat with the ChatGPT so that they can feel safer before going to sleep. I don't know, okay. So this, I think this is a growing and very worrisome trend that can upend and change the nature of human relationship. With phone, basically we refuse to talk. With AI, it's like, well, you know what? I have a different relationship now. I don't need my relationship with my parents anymore. I don't need the relationship with my friends anymore. I have this AI companion. He's so understanding. Oh my God, such a wonderful boyfriend or girlfriend. He knows me. She knows me. Understand me very well. My friends don't even understand me that much. Oh, which is really sad, right? Also, in Vietnam, social media platforms are often used to spread rumors, misinformation, or even to or even to discredit other people. Now, in some cases, that's true. Before the class, just before this class, okay? Yeah, AI could be a big boundaries between people. Yes, right? So isolating within that area. So just before this class, I was on I opened my Facebook account, my personal Facebook. And apparently, one former student at VELA, I connected on Facebook, shared a post from her sister or something, somebody like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's her sister. But the sister posts a video recordings of her husband kissing another girl. And then she posted that online and saying that, people, okay, let's get to this. The name of the girl he kissed is this. And she provided the video message of them kissing, the Facebook page of the lady, of the girl, okay, the Tuesday, the trà xanh, okay, and all the other communication information. I'm like, and then this former student of mine shared that online and encourage people, hey, let's get to this. Let's bombard her with negative information. I'm like, oh my God. You might have violated a bunch of laws by posting that information online, and you are actually sharing that. You might have committed crime. You know that? I know you're trying to protect your sister or something like that, but then come on, come on. So I read that and I was like, oh my God. Okay, okay. No. Why don't you keep it to yourself? Why don't you solve that by yourself? Okay, just get a divorce. It's pretty simple. Just get a divorce. He doesn't love you anymore. He cheated on you. Just get divorced. Okay? Why do you have to bring everything online? And then encourage other people to jump in and then provide opinions. Now, basically, I kind of like unfollow her. I kind of unfollow her immediately. Like, I don't want to receive this kind of information from now on. So I unfollow her. Fine. Okay, discredit other people. So obviously, that's creating conflict, misinformation, a lot of yelling and things like that, negative feelings on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is like a market. People can say so many things. And I have to unfollow a lot of people because I receive a lot of like negative messages, and I don't want my mental health to be affected by all of this negative news. I have started to delete a lot of messages about Vampire already on my Facebook's page because I don't care about him or her. I don't care. I don't know. Right, as well as that story. That's just I don't have enough energy to pay attention to these things anymore. So negative. Anyway, let's move on to the last one. Fashion industry is bad for the environment. Encourages consumer to buy new clothes all the time. Agree or disagree? We talk about something like this. We talk about fast fashion. Okay, fast fashions companies like H&M, Zara, H&M, Zara, Uniqlo. Okay, fast fashion, right? So you agree? All right. So in Vietnam, the rise of fast fashion brands like Zara, Uniqlo, Uniqlo. Yes, that's the right name. Okay, fine, fine. H&M, okay, has led to oh, oh no, and TikTok Shop has led to a culture of overconsumption. Oh my God, just buy these clothes, so cheap, so cheap. And that's a culture of overconsumptions. Many people buy cheap, trendy clothes and discard them even even when they have never worn them. What these clothes have. Okay? Okay. So even when they have never, okay, worn these clothes. Worn these clothes. Okay. Oh maybe you know what? Even you know what? Discard them only only a few after only a few uses. Okay. And it causes a massive textile waste, right? Um, the amount of textile waste increase can increase significantly in the last couple of years, leading to significant environmental pollution. Okay. Second, Vietnam is, I think, the second biggest. Is it the biggest or the second biggest? Vietnam is the biggest or second biggest exporter of clothing, textile. Vietnam. Second biggest. Okay, there we go. I think the biggest is Bangladesh or something like that. Oh, India. Sorry, sorry. Only India, biggest. So Vietnam is the second biggest garment exporter globally. It is the second uh, largest exporters of garments globally. The dyeing and treatment processes in factories can release harmful, okay, nhuộm màu, nhuộm vải đó, okay, treatment process, harmful chemicals into rivers, okay, rivers, harming aquatic and human lives. Okay, so yeah, if you live near garment manufacturers, chances are, yeah, the rivers, the water there is going to be contaminated with chemicals. Should not drink them. You have to be really, really careful. I've seen so many, like multiple reports about the significant jump of the number of people with cancers within a very short amount of time. It's all because of the chemical contaminants released by these manufacturers in some distant provinces. Which is really bad. Really, really bad. Also, also, uh, the fashion industry relies on global supply chain. Okay, for example, raw materials can come from one country while manufacturing uh, is being done in another country. This cause this increase global transportation and release significant carbon into the air. Okay, global transportation and release significant. Right. So yeah, there are a lot of problems with fast fashion. But what are the economic benefits? Right. So yeah, because Vietnam is the second largest exporters of garments globally. So the garment industry in Vietnam is one of the largest employers, right? Providing jobs for millions of workers, especially women. So if we kind of like, you know what, let's stop fast fashion around the world, it will have a detrimental economic impact to these workers, especially these women. Okay? These jobs, these employers, these companies, right? Like for example, Fu Yuan, okay? Fu Yuan. Think about this. 110,000. Now take a look at Facebook. Take a look at Facebook, okay? How many employees face Meta has? Okay. They have 74. Now Meta is the owner of Facebook. They have 74,000 employees worldwide. Fu Yuan in Vietnam has 110,000 employees. Ho Chi Minh City, 46,000. Right? Okay. Oh my God. 100,000. That's a lot of employees, a lot of people, a lot of women working for these companies. These companies help, help lift many families out of poverty. Therefore, uh, any impact to the demand of fashion can have negative economic impacts on these families. These women, okay? These women, right? Just really, really bad. Okay, right? Also, many companies now utilize new innovations such as biodegradable fabric, áo có thể tự phân hủy trong thiên nhiên, okay, after substance use, or waterless dyeing, so you don't have to use water to dye fabrics, and then you don't have to dump these toxic chemicals into the rivers and streams. Okay, such innovations help reduce the environmental impacts of fashion. So yeah, very important. Also, many people today choose to buy secondhand clothes, or participate in clothes swapping events. Okay. I think this is I read this about a couple of months ago. I don't remember. Đổi quần áo cũ ở Hà Nội. I don't remember. I read about this. No. It's basically it's an exchange of clothing. So basically, I have certain clothes I don't use and I don't want to wear. I would bring to these events where I can trade with other people, with the clothes of other people. So của người mới ta, like the saying. I read about that event. I don't remember the name of it, so I cannot search for it correctly. A couple months ago already, so I don't remember anymore. But many people today choose to buy secondhand clothes or participate in clothes swapping events. To this actually reduces demand for new clothes and promote recycling. Okay, and promotes recycling, which is I guess cool. Okay, so I think we have enough idea for 5 topics. So these are all the 5 topics in Vietnam for the last week of February, both in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, and IDP and British Council. So I hope you can utilize them, especially for your upcoming tests. Yeah. Right. So I think we're gonna get to the second part of the class where you do exercises, listening and reading. Okay. Let's start.